Hello everyone, this is Sonic Fiend, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Fiend over Pokemon Blue, the Nuzlocke edition. When last we left off, we cleared out the Celadon game corner and undid the dastardly doings of Team Rocket. And now we're going over to Lavender Town to ascend Lavender Tower and kick them out there too, because they ain't paying rent. Also illegal activities, but they ain't paying the rent. Now we don't have to go underground anymore because we just give this guy water and he lets us through, no problem. And for some reason in Fire Red and Leaf Green, this has changed to a key item, which is just a cup of tea, which, I would take that any day of the week. But, yeah, and you get it from the old woman on the first floor of the Game Freak building, which confused a lot of people, me included, when we first played the game. Not sure if there are any hints for that either. But before we move on, I need to pick up a couple of things. For one, the unequivocal best move in the game, TM29, Psychic. Which we are going to give to our dear old friend, Mr. Insomniac, who I put in the party, who I swapped out for Venus, because where we're going, Venus won't be of much use, like, at all. Let's see, motions, flash, confusion, flashes the HM, and there's no move lead in this game, so that's stuck forever. I'd like to have another, like a physical move, just in case I need to whittle someone's health down, but it's whatever. He can get by on just psychic moves, I hope. So that's one stop down, and then where am I going? Oh, right, I need to... If I can remember where the market was in this town, I need to stock up on stuff. Where the hell is it? Or the rocket's blocking it? Blocking a lot of stuff, but not the gym, oddly enough. Oh, never mind. Well, there are two gyms in this town, the Fighting Dojo to the left, and the actual gym, Sabrina's Psychic-type gym, to the right. I'm not sure... This is something that no other generation, no other game has done, putting two types of gyms in the same town. And I can't help but wonder why that was the case. I might actually... Is it worth it? Oh, here's the market. But is it worth it to take on the Fighting Dojo now? Well, before anything else, let me stock up on some items. We only have, like, the highest quality goods here. A few full heals. And actually remember to make room in my inventory this time. I put stuff that I don't need anymore, like the SS ticket and the lift key away, as well as the coin case, and I am off gambling forever. So, he's level 23. I'll fight one and see where it goes. Hoo-ha! You're trespassing on a Fighting Dojo! Shooya! I don't know why I'm making ninja noises when the ninja gym is, like, 2 towns away. Much up. Level 30. Ooh. Ooh. Is that gonna hurt? Okay, this was a bad idea, I admit it. I will come back for this later. Nope, 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 nope. I don't think Mankey can learn Rock for a Rock Slide. So yeah, this is a job for Purple Tunnel. Actually, I forgot half the names I gave these Pokemon. It's been that long ago. Like, as of the last part was recorded like 2 days before my birthday and subsequently the 20th anniversary of Pokemon. Pokemon is now 20 years old, folks. That is astounding. And it makes me feel really old. Surely enough, I talk with a lot of people in my group on Skype, and we're all saying the same thing, like, is Pokemon really 20 years old? Really? It's something we just can't bring ourselves to believe. Okay, Focus Energy and X Attack is scaring me. If this thing knows Karate Chop, I don't know if Kerple's gonna be able to survive. And it's faster than him too, that shouldn't be a thing. Okay, easy, easy. Okay, we're safe. Lord of mercy. Lesson learned, we're dipping out right now. We got away with just minor injuries. A strange hand-shaped dent in Insomniac's head. I'm sure he could walk it off. The other thing I was going to get was from the copycat girl's house, but I just remembered that I can't actually talk to her until the entire Silph Co debacle is done with, so... later. Things for later. And you might be wondering why I'm not using the bike to get from place to place faster. And the answer is simply because I don't always use the bike. I like the bike, I like the biking theme, but, you know, I just like to hear all the other music in the game. That's what I've been doing. That's what I do in every Pokemon game when I first started. Like, I don't really use the bicycle until after I've beaten it, so I can hear all the new tunes and such. I mean, they mitigated that in Gen 2, where the bike theme will just default to the regular town theme when you get from place to place, but, you know, it's the principle. Anyway, this is Lavender Tower. Pokemon Tower, pardon me. It's the only place you'll find this type of person / trainer, the Channelers. Spooky. Ooh, this place is depressing, and it hits... Anyone who's played this game knows of the implications that are coming up. Paying respects to Pokemon that aren't my own. Except, I'm gonna need to erect a place for Maddie here. Son of a bitch. Anywho... Your Pokemon don't look dead, I can at least make them faint! Let's go, pal! This is, without a doubt, the most dickish thing any rival in any Pokemon game can do. Forcing you into a battle at a graveyard site. Although, depending on how you look at things, it might be justified in his case, because as the fan theory / not really creepypasta, but as the story stands, it's heavily implied that when you last fought in the SSN, you killed his Raticate, which for the purposes of Nuzlocke would actually kind of make it more compelling, but, you know. This is Gen 1, Whirlwind doesn't send my Pokemon away, ha 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 ha. Oh, he's trying to learn Headbutt. I didn't know he could learn that naturally. Psychic, or should I keep Confusion? No, his physical attack isn't that great anyway. I'll leave it. And he has a Gyarados too. But you know what? Mine is better! Surely this is a man's battle. Gyarados just tearing each other down left and right. And all his knows is Bite because it's level 23. And that's the only move Gyarados gets upon evolving from Magikarp. So yeah, take that. Alright, Growlithe. And if you're just joining the Nuzlocke, even though I'm not sure why you decided to start on this part of all things, but if you're just joining me and you're wondering why I'm not switching out, it's because I have the battle settings put onto set battle as opposed to shift, so I don't always know the Pokemon that are gonna come out and I can counterpick them, just for an added flavor of challenge. Right, for the sake of keeping things safe, because Kadabra's special is absurdly high, so I'm Mr. Voidman, who now can't shoot bubbles. That's okay, because I have an Ice Beam, which I forgot I taught it 2 parts ago. I'm a good trainer, I swear! Kadabra's special stat is... well, Kadabra's... or rather, Alakazam, its final form, has the second highest special stat in the game, second only to the legendary Pokemon Mewtwo itself. I'm not sure if the legendary birds I'm not sure if legendary birds have base higher special. I know, well, Mewtwo does, that's what's most important. Alright, so Ivysaur. Let's go with Kilala. I was tempted to keep Voidman out just to see if I could freeze it to death before it got out of Vine Whip, but Vine Whip in this game is kinda really strong. Sorta, and it only gets stronger as generations go on. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in a previous part as well. Like now I think it has a base attack of 60, which is stupidly good for a move like that. I thought... was that 5 Pokemon done already? Pidgeotto, Gyarados, Cubone... oh yeah, I guess so. What, you stinker? I took it easy on you too! I just caught a Cubone! Good for you! You jerkwad! I doubt there are any left. You not nice person. Not even gonna give him the satisfaction of swearing. The douchebag. Well, now that atrocity is out of the building, let's cheer ourselves up some. I meant to buy more super potions that I got in here, god damn it. Oh, boy. It's fine, it's fine. Honestly, with Insomniac out, it shouldn't be that much trouble, because the only thing we're going to be fighting here, spoiler alert, are Gastlies. And maybe a Cubone, if I'm that lucky. How does this person know that the Silph Scope can identify them anyway? I don't remember if there's an item down there. Screw it. Oh. If there is, I'll get it later. Now, the running theme of Pokemon Tower is that all the trainers here are possessed! Ooh! And all they have are Gastlies and their evolved form haunters. Now the question is, who's faster? It doesn't... Lick, the only really damaging ghost-type move in this game, the only attack besides Twin Needle that can totally neuter any psychic type doesn't affect Insomniac. Works for me! The ghost can be identified by the silpscope. Someone downstairs just said that. Here's an escape rope. Okay, here are the ghosts. Or I could get a Cubone as my first encounter. Okay. I'm legitimately shocked. I mean, I'm gonna try and catch it, but wow. This was not what I was expecting. Oh wait, you slash. Don't crit it. For those not know, I don't know the exact rates. I meant to pull that up before I started this part. But Cubone's like encounter rate is very, very low. Like I think 10%. But hey, I guess I lucked out. Alright. I guess I have a backup to Sandslash in case it ever falls, but I had Diglett and Dugtrio for that too, I think. Unless I already ruined... No, I think I did run that counter. Never mind. Never mind. I would have preferred Ghastly though, because its Haunter is much more versatile. Cubone the Lonely. Because it never removes its skull helmet, no one has ever seen this Pokemon's real face. What should I call this thing? Once again, if anyone has better names for suggestions, by all means, leave them in the comments. Or if you know where to find me, just IM or text or whatever to me, and I'll see about renaming it the Name Raider. But this is an orphan Pokemon, so I don't want to call it anything mean or discouraging. And Boner is very obvious, so... You know what? I'm gonna call you... Wait, is there not an apostrophe here? Well, shit. I will call him... I'm not sure why I'm going all lowercase for this one in particular, but he is now known as Lil Rascal. Because you kind of have to be to survive on your own, all rascally and wily and whatnot. Now, like I was going to say, these are the ghosts, the Ghastlies. And I just, well, I can't show the ghost sprite now. Well, actually, yes I can, because there's a scripted ghost fight later on, never mind. So I'll save that for when I get to it. What I was really trying to say was, Ghastlies are your only encounter. Actually, I think, I could be wrong, but I think you can also find Haunter here, but that's even lower percentage than Ghastly, like 5%, or no, lower than Cubone, pardon me. Now, will Confusion one-shot these things? Not quite. But he's confused now too. Haha. Oh, of course you get it off. Come on, I'm even fighting the wild ones. I don't know why I freaked out there, because Nightshade does fixed damage all the time, but... You know, it's seeing those numbers go down that instills fear into a man. Sorry, I have to stop to take a swig of tea there. More Ghastly. Ooh. I think I can outrun them? Okay, good. And I should have repels near as well. Nuggets of stone. Oh, I thought either I bought and used them all, or I just straight up forgot. I'm a bird! Quah! Kwanzaa! Why am I speaking like this? I don't know. Let me stop. Almost broken at Mario for a second. Good lord. But my plan here is to have Insomniac just one-shot this entire tower. Sans the rockets waiting at the very top. If I could stop getting confused, that would help a lot. And honestly, it's just a matter of speed. Which is why this won't be... Like, if I had a Cadaver here instead of, Drowsy, Ghastly would be falling left and right, like clockwork. Running away. Alright, let's see. For the sake of experience, I'm gonna circle around and get as much experience as I can. And all these Ghastlies are around the same level as well. I think the highest any of them ever get is like 25 or 6. I'm grateful that's not hitting me, but I'm also wondering why it's not hitting me. Is Lick not even reliable? But whatever. As long as it works. Thankfully, I won't need too many healing items here because I believe either on this floor or the floor above, there's like a purification, quotation marks, healing space, which acts as just a full heal, full restore, so to speak. Ugh. It's fixed. It's fixed. I think the damage output is reliant. It's reliant on either your Pokemon's level or the opponent's. If it's the opponent's, no, Seismic Toss is the same way. I think Seismic Toss works based on the opponent's. Or is it HP as well? Because I know in the current metagame, ever since I think like maybe since Gen 2 where it was introduced, but Blissey with Seismic Toss will just destroy everything. Why that's the case, I can't say for sure, but it just is, and we're gonna roll with it. Yay, confusion. Oh la-dee-dee. Confusion. Oh pardon me. Hopefully none of you guys watching are prone to fits of watching the screen go flashing and wibbly and wobbly whenever I use psychic type moves, because that's almost exclusively this part. I didn't see. Does this person have 2 or 3? Okay, good. What? Wait, what? What? That's my line, what? Now, I could swear that Drowsy didn't evolve until like the 30s. I'm not gonna complain, mind you, but okay. Now we have Hypno, a lot earlier than I expected. So he's probably staying on the team forever now. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, come on, why does I get an item? and now I'm actually faster. And Confusion should one-shot all these Ghastlies. So we are gonna be blazing through this tower. Oh, wow, they spelled... I can't tell if Elixir there is spelled wrong, or if that's an alternate spelling. Like with the word colors and a lot of other words in England, where they throw in an obligatory U, making it like colors. Like one of my favorite games on the Wii is Sonic Colors. Huh? Who? What? When? Where? Why? How? At least this one has, you know, decency among them. But I'm pretty sure Garbling, Gary, rival back there wasn't possessed, so he was just being a dick. I'm gonna make it like a self-imposed rule to never leave a town without going to the market, and then I'll see repels and I'll remember to buy them. And damn it, I think I missed an eye. Oh no, I didn't. I thought it was blocked off from the other side. Ghost! No! More Ghastlies. Now I'm suddenly reminded of that one episode of the early Pokemon anime where I think Ash, Misty, Brock, and Team Rocket, where I think they were like huddled up in the same haunted inn, and Ghastly was just like messing with people's heads, and I'm pretty sure it was either this episode or the one with the like giant Pokemon attraction things where Venus Toys was made. Which made no sense to us when we first saw it, but we were like, oh my god, I want it. How can I get that? I'm not ashamed to admit that I thought that was a real Pokemon back then, Venus Toys. I mean, after all, it was the Gen 1 anime that introduced Togepi way before Gold and Silver came out. So how would I know for sure? Pokemon doesn't know a lot. Togepi for the... Well, let me think. Togepi is probably the most standout example because, you know, Misty's been with Ash for like 2 whole regions. But, Togepi... In the first movie, or the short that came with it, Pikachu's Vacation, there was Meryl, which everyone, for some reason, like, dubbed, what was it, Blue-Kachu? Or Peekaboo, pardon me. Peekaboo, that's the one. And Snubbull. Both of which are Johto Pokemon. I already fought this person, what am I doing? Both of which are Johto Pokemon, introduced in Kanto. At the end of the Johto League... Ash fought... I forget the trainer's name, but Ash fought and lost to a guy who had a Blaziken. And I remember that fight because Charizard vs. Blaziken was like one of the hypest matches I've ever seen in the anime. Which, you know, could be replicated in Pokken now. Unsubtle plug for Pokken Tournament. Fantastic game. I recommend anyone who loves Pokemon to try and check it out. Mind, I don't have a Wii U at the time of this recording, but it's still... I've played it at Dave & Buster's here in New York City. It is so much fun, and I really want to play more of it. Where was I going on? What was I rambling about before this? Oh right, the early Pokemon conclusions. Hoenn anime... I'm not sure if the Battle Frontier anime did it first, or if it was the movie, but Lucario... Like, next to Togepi, Lucario is probably the most standout example. Lucario appeared when Ash was traveling with May, Max, and Brock. And then, you know, he got his own movie with The Mystery of Mew. I didn't mean to use Psychic there, whoops. And everyone... And Lucario rose up to popularity, so much so that he straight up just replaced Mewtwo in Brawl. But now they're both back in Smash 4, and both in Pokémon Tournament! You should really check out that game. Here is the Purification Zone. White magic. I didn't think magic existed in the world of Pokemon. Never mind the fact that these creatures, some cuddly, some not so much, can spew, like, you know, jet streams of water and blazing hot fire out of their mouths. Magic? Get that out of here. Wow, he actually lived. I'm shocked. But now it's just delaying the inevitable. God damn it. Stop being confused. Thank you. Actually, it makes me wonder, before I go back on my previous tangent, why isn't confusion listed as its own ailment? Like, why isn't there a, like, a heal specifically for confusion? Why does it not, like, obscure my Pokemon's level if it's inflicted with confusion, like burn and paralysis might? Why can confusion overlap with said status effects? Who went into this programming the aspect of confusion? I'm digging way too deep into this, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize, but these are questions that need to be answered. We've been going 20 years of Pokemon, and we still don't know the reason why. Okay, here's the Haunter. Ooh. If Gastly was a nightmare fuel, this certainly is. And Haunter is definitely faster. And now it's dead. It has a high special, but, you know, Psychic is pretty much the most powerful move in the game. Not in terms of raw power, but versatility, how it just wrecks everything, more or less. Actually, you know what? I think I confused, not confusion. I'm done ranting about that. I think I confused the level Drowsy evolves with the level that it learns Psychic naturally. That might be what it was. But since I'm not getting any other Psychics in the game or anything else that can learn Psychic, because the ghosts, Hypno, Drowsy's line, Abra's line, and I think Clefairy are the only ones that can learn Psychic, barring Mewtwo for obvious reasons. Also odd in that Psychic is the only move in this game to have a move named after its type. Like, what kind of Psychic is it? But, back to what I was rambling about earlier. Again, why isn't the lip blinking? Where was I? Lucario was in Holland. Sinnoh? Did Sinnoh have an example of this? Actually, I think it did. I think, like, at the very tail end of the Diamond and Pearl anime, or that series, rather, I think, no. Actually, no, I'm mixing that up. I was thinking of Gen 5 and how the sister of the first gym leader in X and Y came by with her Noivern and she was taking pictures. on her sister's behalf, rather. But no, I think maybe Sinnoh is the only exception to the rule. Nothing's coming to mind anyway. I'm not gonna rattle my brain going through every single Unova Pokemon trying to find the answer. And this person's a vampire! Why do ghosts need blood? Answer, they don't. Creepy ass motherfucker. Now this should, unless there's one coming up near the stairs on this floor, I think this is the last channeler that we're fighting. Yet only one hunter. Odd. Groan. Oh, you're anemic. You need a blood transfusion? Well, you're not getting it from me. Oh, look at that. Wild Hunter. I sure would have loved to run into that earlier. Saving me the trouble of manually evolving it, even though it doesn't take that long to evolve, I don't think. Here we go. Did you just vomit up a quaw at me? And down it goes. Something fell out. I wonder what. Okay. Strange that they would put an item here in front of the stairs. Alright, I should be topped off and ready to go. But, what was I gonna say? I had something else that I wanted to bring up, but I think it escapes me now. Anyway. This is the ghost. If you send out any Pokemon against this thing, you can't fight it, first off. They'll just be stricken with fear as the ghost keeps muttering, "Get out, get out, get out." You can't catch it. Can't really do much of anything except run away. But this ghost is in fact this is the spirit of the Marowak that was killed by Team Rocket, and we just caught its child. Or at least in my headcanon we did. Level 30 Marowak. So let's... I gotta demonstrate something, so I'm gonna send out Cripple Tunnel so it doesn't one-shot me with any ground type moves. This Marowak is special in that you have to fight or run away from it. Or I think we could do something else. There was oh man, I can't remember exactly the specifics of it. I'm gonna have to ask a speedrunner about this. But there was a trick involving this Marowak that lets you skip a certain portion of the game. But my point was, this Marowak is special in that you can't actually catch it. It will actively dodge and block your Pokeballs. So either you have to defeat it, lay it to rest, or just run away. Or maybe running away was the trick, I can't be sure. Wow, this thing's defense is really up there. The ghost was the restless soul of Cubone's mother. The mother's soul was calm. It departed to the afterlife. Poor thing. And now we're gonna deal with the assholes responsible. But first, more of these. Alright, now these aren't... None of these rockets have gas leaks, but I'm pretty sure all of my psychic type moves will just obliterate anything they have to throw out at me. Of course, if I see another Eradicate, I'm gonna be screaming to high heaven. Is Eradicate innately faster than Hypno? I don't remember. Also, that sprite scared the ever-loving bejesus out of me as a kid. Because there are a million things wrong with that. I give up! Damn! And away he goes. Also, I think in Yellow you could fight Team... Well, you're fighting Team Rocket. Jesse and James at the top of his tower instead of who we're actually gonna fight, which is just another nameless Rocket, you know, thug or whatchamacallit. Now, Coughing Special is terrible, but it also has a ton of HP. So if I see a high-level coughing or wheezing, I'm just gonna pop it out with Psychic, because I do not want the chance of another explosion happening. Damn it, they have Drowsies, I forgot, so I'm gonna have to do a little more damage to this thing. It's level 26, why isn't it evolved? For once, I'm happy Disable just does a random move instead of the last one I used. Crony. Pokémon are only good for making money, says the top executives at Game Freak. I couldn't bring myself to finish that. I know this series is a labor of love. Alright, now let's kick your ass and be done with this, cause I just looked at the time and we're going over 40 minutes. Another beefer, that's 2 in a row, I think. Wow, you still have Rattata at this stage. No, I'm not even going to. I'm not even gonna. Cause no team learns from this. Eradicate, you scary, so I'm just gonna kill you before Hyper Fang just, you know, fucks me up. And done. So last part was entirely Jolteon, this part was entirely Hypno. I'm not sure where I'm going next, but it might be entirely something else. You're not going to get away with this! I think I just did. Wow, really? Just couldn't let me talk to the old man? Gotta throw one more at me? Really, bro? This is what's happening? Seriously? Anyway, this is Mr. Fuji. He's the kindly old man that looks over the Pokemon Tower. No, thank you. And thankfully I don't need to waste an escape rope coming out here. For all my troubles, we're awarded with something nice. God damn it. Trying to lead up to something awesome, and then you gotta make room. Let me just use this HP up on... Who has the lowest base HP? Let me give it to Wolfie Boy. Anyway, this is the Pokeflute, which completely eliminates the needs for awakenings. Forever. Okay, so... 45 minutes. Like, on the dot. Thank you for joining me on this incredible beefer of a part. The next one shouldn't be as long, I don't think. So, when next we meet, I'm going to go back around the Celadon. We're going to wake up the sleeping Pokemon blocking that road, and then we're going to proceed down Cycling Road and go over the Fuchsia City. Thanks for watching. I've been Sonic Fiend, and have a lovely day, everybody.